Yo, what is going on guys? Flashverse here and welcome back to another video on The Flash Season 7. So throughout the past couple of weeks we obviously had The Flash starting to film for its 7th season, and they filmed some significantly well amount of episodes so far. They should be nearing the end of like episode 5 or should be starting episode 6, somewhere around there. And then they would have obviously headed into their Christmas break after they wrapped up episode 6, I believe. However, for today's video, I have some terrible news for you guys about The Flash stopping production temporarily for season 7 due to a positive case on set. So for this video, I'll be going over this article by deadline, as it does give us more of an idea on what is going on. And if I need to break anything down as I read over the article, I will pick out the key parts and I'll obviously break that down as well. But before I go over anything, however, you guys don't forget to drop a like on the video and subscribe to the channel so you are aware of more Arrowverse content coming your way. Okay, so as I iterated to before, I'll go over the article, and if there are any areas which I need to comment on, then I'll obviously do that. But seeing from the article right in front of me right now, it does look pretty short, so I might as well read over the whole thing and then do the breakdown later. So the article starts off, exclusive. A team member working on the CW series The Flash in Vancouver has tested positive for the virus. Deadline has learned. The asymptomatic diagnosis was confirmed through the rigorous testing protocols implemented by the Flash studio, Warner Bros. TV, for all its employees. Out of an abundance of caution, production on The Flash has been temporarily suspended and contact tracing has been initiated. According to sources, the studio is currently evaluating adjustments to the production schedule in order to resume filming without the affected employee and the potential close contacts who are self-isolating. So there are a couple of things to go over in regards to all of this. Now, due to filming restrictions and stuff like that, we know that each cast member is pretty much stuck with like a couple of people while they are on set. So for instance, they would have these different areas, and if you're on like Grant Gustin's bubble, for example, you'd have things like his stunt double over there, his hairdresser over there, his makeup artist if he needs any over there, and whatever else he has, they would all stay with Grant Gustin, and those people will only exclusively work for Grant Gustin or with Grant Gustin. And then different cast members will get their own individual makeup artists, hair artists, whatever, but they will all stay in like individual different areas on set. And they added this new regulation so they could obviously prevent people catching this virus as best as possible. And so, as the article says over here, they're contact tracing. So this would be easier to catch the people who would have been in contact with a cast member. So if one of them were tested positive, this would mean that their hairstyle artist, their makeup artist would be at huge risk, and if they have a stunt double, then that too. And then they'd go on to the person who they've interacted with while filming. So for instance, if Carlos Valdez got tested positive or something like that, and he filmed a scene with Danielle Panabaker, she and her mini crew as well would have to self-isolate for the meantime until they get tested negative, and then those will be able to go back to set, while Carlos would still have to like quarantine for 2 weeks. As I said, that's just an example. It's not that Carlos Valdez was the one that got tested. This is just an example. And then they would just film the scenes with the other cast members until the person who got tested positive comes back after 2 weeks and are tested negative. Then they'll go back to filming those remaining scenes, which includes that cast member who's been tested positive. So this is what is going on over here. The entire production isn't shut down. It's just, as it says, a team member. Now, I'm not gonna guess who's probably tested positive because honestly, I have no idea. But if it was to be like Grant Gustin, then there would be some serious issues in regards to filming, because you would have these like multiple cast members at risk, and they would have obviously been in contact with that person, since Grant Gustin is literally the main lead of the show. So that's when production would probably get shut down completely if something like that was to happen. And oh boy, scheduling would be a giant pain in the butt if it was Grant Gustin that was tested, because like 90% of the scenes is pretty much Grant Gustin. So they would have some serious issues with filming if it was Grant Gustin. So I don't think it was Grant Gustin over here, but it could be anybody else. It might not even be the series regulars. It could be like the other crews as well. But by the looks of it, at least from here, it looks like one of the actors got tested positive, but it's not like any of the main ones. I think it's just one of the like other side characters or something. But as I said before, by the looks of it, they're just gonna film with the cast members they're able to film with right now. And then when the person who's tested positive comes back, once they're tested negative, then they'll go back and film those scenes. So what could this mean for The Flash Season 7, and would this affect their premiere date during February? Now, I can't really predict if The Flash Season 7 will get delayed once again because this pandemic is obviously unpredictable. We said that The Flash would be released on January before the delay happened, and then obviously that didn't turn out to be the case, as our new release date for The Flash Season 7 is February 23rd, 2021. And the safety of everyone on set is obviously the most important thing, and they won't want their cast to obviously be at risk. So they'll stop for a while, get those at risk tested, and then they'll go back into filming while shooting scenes that don't involve that specific cast member. So they'll film episodes out of order, and then when that cast member returns, they'll go back and film those scenes. And then in post-production, for us at least, it will feel like nothing has happened. But during set, obviously, that won't be the case. Now, I don't think that this would be too much of a problem in regards to affecting the release date for The Flash Season 7, because by the time that the release date comes around, if everything does go as planned after this issue is sorted out, they would want to film quite a lot of episodes within that time period. So as I said, right now they're about filming the end of episode 5 or starting episode 6, somewhere around there. So after this cast member does come back, they would film all their scenes to wrap up the coming episodes that they have to film. So by the time we reach February, they would have at least like 10 episodes or something for us. So they obviously delayed the January to February release date so that they could get as many episodes filmed as possible, so they could give us more content so we could obviously watch them. So I still think that The Flash would be out in their initiated release date, so February 23rd. I think that's when The Flash will release. I could be wrong, obviously. However, as I iterated to earlier, if it's one of the main cast, especially if it was Grant Gustin, this would severely affect the scheduling for the show, and the things that they would want to film would be at risk as well, because he's obviously the main lead. So unless it's Grant Gustin who's been like tested positive or something like that, I think The Flash would still go for its main release date. They could still do if Grant Gustin was tested positive, but it would be really, really hard, and will definitely have less episodes that would have already been filmed and ready for post-production. But yeah guys, thanks for watching. If you guys have enjoyed the video, please give a like and subscribe. Tell me in the comment section down below what you guys think about all of this. Do you guys think that The Flash will still be out during February? Or do you think it will get delayed further? I'm interested to see your opinion to all of this. But yeah, I will see you guys in my next video.